Alright guys, welcome to today's video. This is kind of a recap of the weekend and what happened, and I just wanted to sit down with the guys that were there helping me make everything happen. Like, it was a crazy, intense day yesterday. I was just watching the video, like going through the footage from yesterday, finishing the edit and that my wife did, and I was just like, wow, it was so intense. And so I just wanted to talk with the guys about how it went and like kind of just how crazy the day was yesterday. First of all, when you guys watch the video from yesterday, you'll see that this is Charlie, and this is Kelly. You guys will see how intense things got. Like, when I would pull in, I would just start like shouting and yelling, like, this needs to happen, and this needs to happen, and this needs to happen. And there's one time that Charles comes up, he's like, Brandon, shut up. You need to stop, and we'll figure this out, right? Because it's just like so intense. The reason it was so intense for me is because everything was on a time crunch. It was like, we're going to the line, like, you got 5 seconds, you got 10 seconds, you gotta hurry. And it's always just like, get to the line, get to the line. And if you don't get to the line when they say get to the line, then you lose your run. So in my mind, it was like, it was do or die. Everything was like, either do this now or we're done for the weekend.
And they were panicking because they were trying to beat the rain.
Right.
That was supposed to happen that never happened.
So there was this sense of urgency over the whole entire event that if things got behind for them, that the whole event would be canceled. So I understand from their standpoint, and drifting is always that way. That's why there's 5-minute calls. Everything is always on a tight timeline. And so if they say get to the line and you don't get to the line, you're gonna miss your run. And so we did that, and that happened multiple times where I thought for sure we missed our opportunity. And so anyways, I would come back and start shouting, and my level of intensity was super high, which I know these guys weren't thrilled about. And so you'll see in the video, we're shouting at each other and trying to make stuff happen, and just back and forth. And even on the radio, I was looking when I called, and I was like, I need pants. And you're like, I can't hear you. And I would just shout louder, which didn't help anything on the radio.
I thought he said, I need fan.
Because that was right after we had the problem with the fan.
And I was like,
we got it. So he comes running at me with the blower, and I just drive right past him. Like, you don't have my pants. I just blow past.
At no point did I hear pants.
Yeah,
I heard fan. I heard fan 40 times.
I'm watching back, and it's almost like watching a circuit. We're just running around, and everybody's doing the wrong thing. But the best part is that we made it all happen. Everything worked out how we hoped, and the thing that took us out was something that none of us could have done anything about. It wasn't a problem on our end. It wasn't something like my driving was there, these guys got the car good, we all worked together to make everything happen, and we got the fan situation, and the car was cool, and everything worked out, and then it was something else that took us out. So like, I'm super proud of it. Come closer, I can't see you.
Hey,
what?
I'm cooking, man. It's Florida weather.
Everything worked out so well. So what I wanted to say in this video, I wanted come
Get closer. I'm just gonna come sit by Charles.
Okay.
Yeah. You're already headed that way.
Oh yeah, that's a good angle there.
Yeah, there we go.
I wanted to apologize to these guys for the level of intensity, and like, I'm super proud in the way things worked out, and like, it was awesome. But anyways, tell me what you guys thought about yesterday.
It was
You go ahead.
it was a little bit of a shit show, but it was funny because there was like these moments of like calm. We'd be like, okay, we're good now. And then literally like 12 seconds later, it'd be like, the fan shut off. We're like, what? Like, what? Why? And then he'd come back, we'd like rip a bunch of stuff apart, get it all cooled down, and then they'd be like, you can't do any of this maintenance. And we were like, what?
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, you could change tires. I was like, well, then change the tires. We'll change the fuel.
Between the one more time runs, they didn't really give us time. They're like, well, you can do fuel and tires. And I was like, we don't need tires. And Charles was like, shut up. We need tires.
We need tires. Give us time to do the tires.
So I'm telling the guys, okay, go jack up the back of the car while they're trying to fix the fan.
Yeah.
And then Bobby's actually changing tires. I'm like, Bobby, put it back on. He's like, what? I'm like, put it back on. We're just faking that we need tires.
Yeah.
That was a good move on
the
your
tires part. Were like, I was just like, he's like, you can only do fuel and tires. I was like, well, then start doing fuel and tires. Let's fucking do it. Like,
and then some of the guys like, what do you need me to do? I'm like, go pretend to put fuel in the car. And he's like, what? I'm like, just go pretend to put fuel in the car.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. There was a kid, I don't know, I can't remember his name, but they showed up and they were like full-blown support mode.
yeah,
That's the Wheelers.
The Wheelers?
Yeah, they're friends from Dothan,
Shout out
Alabama.
the
Yep,
Wheelers,
they're
dude.
awesome.
They were
yeah.
killing it.
Their son, I was like as calmly as possible, was like, go to Drift HQ, find any fan, get it. Don't worry about what it costs. Go get the fan. And then he's like, I found a 350Z fan. This kid's like, rip the core support off. So we're like 4 crackheads like
Taking the fan out of someone else's car?
Dude, my brother was underneath. My brother was underneath was bench pressing the shroud out while me and him were ripping the plastic apart like a bunch of psychopaths.
I didn't know any of
The
that.
radiator was already destroyed,
Yeah.
so we were just like,
Oh, because he crashed with Colette. I think.
yeah.
Okay.
It was pushed into
Yeah.
the motor, so we had to pull everything out.
Wow.
And then pull the radiator halfway
All
out.
like his poor car, because like all the tabs for his radiators and stuff are all now bent out because we were just like, all his stupid snorkel was just like getting ripped off and like thrown out. And
that guy lost his truck and trailer and his drift car, and built that car in 5 days.
I heard that.
And then we destroyed it.
How did that happen?
Someone stole it.
Somebody stole it. Yeah.
Everything
Wow.
is whole rig.
Yeah.
So the kid you're talking about, his name is Paxton Wheeler.
Super cool.
He's
Yeah,
a cool
helped us
kid.
out.
He's a good driver. He's 15.
He kept
I think.
asking me if I needed a Band-Aid. I
when you're
bled on him a little bit. And I was like,
Sounds
don't. I
dangerous.
remember saying, "Don't worry, I have AIDS." I put a Band-Aid on it.
Dude, it's
I did get a
gnarly.
really nasty burn.
Charles had a rough weekend.
Yeah, I got burned like 4 times. And
Good
then-
stuff.
What else happened? We had the knuckle came loose. We put it back together.
Yep.
The tie rod end was loose. The axle, remember the axle?
Oh,
axle
yeah.
broke.
Yep.
The exhaust fell off.
And all that stuff.
Oil line.
You guys were able to fix everything that happened.
That's what I'm saying though, is we kept going through these periods of calm.
Mhm.
We'd get like a bunch of stuff figured out and everybody would be like, okay, now we can breathe
we can
for
sit
12
down, yeah.
seconds. And then I was reminding Kim after we were like super panicking, I was like, we gotta just chill for like we gotta chill for a fucking minute.
So
It's like, just walk around, let's breathe, let's just
Yeah.
stop for a second. Because you would like run off, psychotic, like, "Ah!" I'd be like, okay, we gotta just
I'm
sit
like
for a second,
hyperventilating,
freak
pouring
out.
water on everything. It's 400.
And then there
degrees
was
and
like,
humid
there
as
was
hell.
no hoses.
Yeah, what is it
Right.
with that?
Anywhere. Like, we couldn't get a hose to fill up a jug. So
Oh.
we went through 2 24 packs of bottled water and
The Brazilian neighbors gave us all their cooler water.
yeah, they gave us
Oh, really?
cooler water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody's junk
This
water.
guy randomly showed up with a nitrous bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, he
yeah.
just like
Who
ran
was
up with this
that?
nitrous bottle, like cracked it open and started spraying. We're like, yeah,
This
go.
is
Like,
amazing. Freeze it.
I wish we had taken that fan off right away when it was bad. I don't think
That
we
would have
had
made a
time.
difference, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't
Taking the
have
hood
time.
off made a big difference too.
Yeah.
Because if you get the airflow over it and there's not a huge blockage
Right,
on the
right.
back, and then we had once we took the hood
Yeah.
off.
That made a huge difference.
But
When you did that.
when he came back after the one run, I don't know if this is the end or the beginning of the other video, but if you watch the last video, there was absolutely zero coolant in
Yeah.
there. Like when we cracked it, it went, and
Yeah.
then there was
nothing dry.
dry.
Bone dry.
That's crazy.
So-
I can't believe that head gasket is still good.
If it's still
it's
good,
good. It's good. It should be good.
it cooled right back down.
Yeah.
I've never blown a head gasket.
Nah, we used some copper spray this time.
Okay,
What else happened?
high quality.
The
Uh,
pants, we already covered the pants.
It was intense. It was intense.
We had
It was
one
very
thing
intense.
this almost stopped the car like major league was when we were pouring water on the radiator. We had the cooler full of water, no ice, and we dumped it all over the radiator in the
Yeah.
front of the motor, and it got into the
Coil
spark
packs.
plug valley. Yeah, and like you were out on track, and I thought that motor was blown.
Yeah.
You guys could hear it, huh?
Oh, he
Yeah.
was wide open on the bank, and it went. And I was like, "Ooh, that's not good." Like,
Oh yeah, that was the second.
the
pan.
thing was, it was like still chucking smoke, and and I like sent some to some other people. It's like, "That's half power, bitches!" And like ran away.
Yeah, it was a whole mess.
My A86 roots came in on that
Yeah.
run. It was like, nah,
Yeah.
clutch kick.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
And then the thing that got us, like you said, is just something that we just, nobody could have expected the top of that bolt to just break. Because like when
On the tie run.
when we tightened it down, you literally was like, don't smoke it down, because then it'll strip it. So we didn't strip it, and then
Couldn't be
the
tight
bottom
enough
of
to
the
break
bolt barely rubbed it, which
The
I
wheel
don't
got
think
bent.
that. Maybe the wheel got bent more, and then.
But I told
I
you,
don't
like, at least the run or two before, that's how I noticed, because I heard it and I felt it, right? So
But
I was like, hey, when you
it
tighten
was
that-
a constant problem,
But
and it also, you ran it really hard with it semi loose.
That's what I'm saying.
And so I think it might have fatigued that bolt.
Because we did end up finding it, and the top of it where the bolt goes, it just snapped off. So the shank, the shaft, everything was good. It's just where the bolt was. So if it was doing this,
Bolt,
it could have easily
threads.
fatigued the
And
metal.
then the
More
bottom of the
threads.
threads was just gone.
So I think the fact that we ran it maybe 1 or 2 laps like that just weakened it enough. So when it was tightened, it went tight, but it was probably already just ready to go. and it did not last very long.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
Yeah.
Especially since it wouldn't have been as bad if we weren't going to win that battle. Like if we were already going to lose a battle and then it broke, I would have been like, eh.
Whatever.
But we were literally like going to win,
You put the
and
stomp
then
on.
it broke.
That's a bummer.
I've been this close to crying at 2 drift events in my life, and that
Don't
was
go
like,
there, Kelly.
One tear
You're
came
gonna make
out,
me
and I was
cry.
like, I just want to jump off a small bridge because it would hurt more.
It would. That was the saying, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't drop off big bridges, we jump off small ones, so they hurt real bad.
Yeah, you don't die, you just hurt real bad.
All right,
There's some highs and lows though.
that's 10 minutes. Let's close it out.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Awesome
Made it.
group. Had a
What
blast.
What a day.
Yep. Great times.
Ooh.
All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow along. This is the last video for Klutch Kickers and for the Drift Week adventure we've been on. I'm super proud of this car. I'm super proud of these guys. I'm super stoked to have gone on this adventure. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. So me and Jesse went out and found this on track afterwards. You can tell it just fatigued right on top. And I think it was just waiting to go. We should have replaced the part, but we didn't know at the time. Because we did have a spare. I just didn't realize that that was going to be as big of a problem as it was. So, major bummer. But mechanical failures, part failures, it happens all the time. It's just part of the game.